Hey Sarah, are you ready for today's release?
Almost. I was just running the final regression tests, and I found something that we should look at.
Uh-oh, that's never a sentence developers like to hear. What did you find?
It looks like there's a problem with the checkout page. Customers can add products to the cart without any issues, but they can't complete the purchase.
That's a pretty serious one. What exactly happens?
When the user clicks Place Order, the loading spinner appears, but the page never finishes loading. It just stays there indefinitely.
Do you get an error message?
No, and that's what makes it tricky. There's no pop-up, no notification, nothing. From the user's perspective, it simply looks like the website has frozen.
Were you able to reproduce it consistently?
Yes, I've tested it 8 times on different devices, and the result was exactly the same every single time.
Nice. Consistent bugs are usually easier to fix than random ones.
Exactly. I also tried different browsers: Chrome, Firefox, Safari. The behavior is identical.
Interesting. Did you test it in production?
No, only in staging. I didn't want to risk placing fake orders in the production environment.
Good call. So, can you walk me through the steps?
Sure. First, I opened the application. Then, I logged in with a test account. I added the laptop to the shopping cart. After that, I clicked Checkout. I entered the shipping address, selected a credit card. Finally, I clicked Place Order. That's when the problem appeared.
And it happens every time?
Every single time.
Okay, what did you expect to happen?
The order should have been submitted successfully, and the customer should have seen the confirmation page. Instead, the loading animation kept spinning forever.
Did you check the browser console?
Yes, there was one JavaScript error. It says, the payment service returned an unexpected response.
That's helpful. Can you send me the exact error message?
Of course, I already copied it into the Jira ticket, and I also attached a screenshot and a screen recording.
Perfect. That saves me a lot of time. Did you notice if this started after yesterday's deployment?
Actually, yes. The previous build worked fine. The issue only appeared after the latest deployment.
That's a great clue. We'll compare the latest changes and see what was modified.
I also checked the server logs. Nothing unusual there, but I noticed several failed requests to the payment API.
That could explain why the front end keeps waiting forever. Maybe the timeout isn't handled correctly.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Instead of showing an error message, the application just keeps loading.
Yeah, that's definitely a bug. Users need feedback. If the payment fails, they should know why. Otherwise, they'll probably refresh the page and accidentally submit the order twice.
Exactly. From a user's perspective, that's a confusing experience.
Thanks for reporting this so clearly. Honestly, reports like yours make debugging much faster.
I've learned that the more details I provide, the fewer questions developers have to ask later.
Absolutely. A good bug report isn't just about finding a problem. It's about helping the whole team solve it quickly.
Couldn't agree more.
Let's pause here for a moment. Did you notice how Sarah described the issue? She didn't just say, the checkout is broken. Instead, she explained what she was testing, what she expected, what actually happened, how to reproduce the issue, which browsers she tested, where she found the error, and what evidence she attached. That's exactly how professional bug reports sound in real software teams.
And remember, a great bug report doesn't just identify the problem. It gives your teammates everything they need to investigate it efficiently. And remember, a great bug report doesn't just identify the problem. It gives your teammates everything they need to investigate it efficiently. The more context you provide, the fewer follow-up questions people have to ask.
Exactly. A few extra minutes spent writing a clear bug report can easily save your team an hour of debugging. And honestly, everyone appreciates that.
Speaking of debugging, I actually received an update from Mark just a few minutes ago. He's been looking into the issue while we've been recording.
Perfect timing. Let's see what he found. Hey Mark, thanks for joining us. How's it going?
Hey everyone. I've been digging through the server logs and I think we're getting closer.
That's good news. What have you found so far?
At first, I thought the payment provider was having an outage, but after checking the monitoring dashboard, everything looked healthy. The API was responding normally. Latency was low, no failed health checks.
So the payment provider isn't the problem.
It doesn't look like it. Then I started comparing yesterday's deployment with the previous release. One commit immediately caught my attention.
What changed?
A new validation rule was added to the checkout service. It checks whether the customer's shipping address contains all the required fields before sending the payment request.
That sounds reasonable. Where's the bug?
The validation works, but if one field is missing, the backend never sends a response back to the front end.
Wait, so instead of returning an error message, it just keeps the request open?
Exactly. The front end keeps waiting because it never receives a response. Eventually, the request times out.
That explains the endless loading spinner. From the user's perspective, it looks like the application has frozen.
Classic. The real problem wasn't the payment system at all. It was missing error handling.
Exactly. The payment service never even received the request. Everything stopped before that.
Can we reproduce it using a shipping address with a missing field?
Yes, I already tested it. If the postal code is empty, the request hangs every single time.
That's actually great news.
Great news. We still have a bug.
I know, but now we know exactly what's causing it. Finding the root cause is often the hardest part. Writing the fix is usually much easier.
I've already prepared a small patch. Instead of leaving the request open, the server now returns a 400 bad request response with a clear validation message.
Perfect. Now the front end can actually tell the user what's wrong.
Let's test it together. Go ahead and run through the same steps one more time.
Sure. I'm opening the application. Signing in. Adding a product to the cart. Proceeding to checkout. Entering the shipping information. I'll leave the postal code empty. Now I'll click Place Order.
What happens now?
Much better. Instead of an endless spinner, I immediately see a message. Please enter your postal code.
Exactly what we expected. The request completes successfully. The user gets clear feedback, and the application no longer appears to be frozen.
That's a huge improvement. It's a great reminder that sometimes the best fix isn't making the application smarter, it's making it communicate better.
Absolutely. Users don't expect software to be perfect, but they do expect it to tell them what's happening.